With CARD, I'd like to welcome you this afternoon as we stand in protest of the proposed move of KIPDA to the outer-lying areas, further removing itself from the people it's supposed to be serving. I'd like to mention today that we have a number of important organizations in this community who are supporting this protest. Among them are the Metropolitan Housing Coalition, Louisville Climate Action Network, Bicycling for Louisville, the Coalition for the Homeless, the Nobbin Valley Audubon Society, the Free Will Bike Collective, and of course Coalition for the Advancement of Regional Transportation and Safe Streets Louisville. I'd like to introduce now David Morse.
The Coalition for the Alliance Against...
and the Kentucky Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. I'd like to introduce now David Morse, president of CART, to talk about this issue.
Hi, thank you for coming. Well, we're gathered here today at this lovely hall to show all the vacant office space that Louisville has to offer. If you are looking for a new headquarters, Louisville has the pre-existing facilities you need to do that. So our question to the KIPDA Board of Directors is, why are you building a new $5 million green headquarters in the middle of pasture land and old-growth forest when we could build something much more central that we don't have to clear-cut stuff to build? Now, where an organization builds their headquarters may seem like a slightly difficult to understand issue, but I have here a printout from the Courier-Journal article about the new KIPDA headquarters, and in the reader comments were universally negative on this move. The public really gets it. I'm going to read you some excerpts from the reader comments because they make good points. User Mystic Shadow writes, "Why using existing buildings when you can build a brand new one at taxpayer expense?" And user Horballspieler writes, "What a farce. If they want it centrally located for the 9 counties in Kentucky and Indiana that this planning agency supposedly serves, any real planner would put it in downtown Louisville. However, this appears to be more about free parking for its board members than making sure anyone who actually depends on this organization could find it with a map in that rat hole of an industrial park, much less take public transportation there. Amen. Although they truly deserve to work in the hellacious built environment they had a hand in creating. I also like the way they try and sugarcoat this by saying it's going to be sustainable. Someone needs to tell them that constructing a building from scratch in the burbs that people can only reach by driving is the least sustainable way to go about their plans. KIPDA should find some cheap office space downtown, renovate it, and then they could be close enough to U of L to maybe take some urban planning classes to realize just how clueless they are."
Hear, hear.
Well, clearly the public understands this issue. And now we're going to talk about some of the environmental impacts of putting the location of the headquarters out there. First of all, you have to understand that the majority of KIPDA's population is in Jefferson County and in Indiana. That's like 90% of their population. So why are you putting the headquarters so far east when everybody from those counties has to come through downtown Louisville to get there? Making a green headquarters that induces thousands of miles traveled in private automobiles is not green. KIPDA's party line on this is that they need a headquarters for their non-representative form of governance, whereby the judge executives of every county get a vote, and so Spencer County, with its tiny population, is just as important as Jefferson County, with its population that's about 20 times as large. So, if that were the case, and if the judge executives all went to KIPDA by helicopter, this would be an excellent location. However, they have to drive on roads, and the best roads in the area are interstate expressways on a hub-and-spoke system that's centered on downtown Louisville. We conducted a driving analysis, weighing all judge executives equally, and we concluded that the best place to locate the headquarters was not where they're locating it. It's actually 10% better for the judge executives to have it right here. But, of course, there's a little bit more to planning than just what's good for the judge executives. We've got to have participative planning, which requires people to be able to actually get there. So you build the headquarters where the people are. The people are in Jefferson County. This location opens up transportation opportunities, not just for using your car to get to KIPDA, but also for riding the bus, for walking, and for bicycling. Bicycling to the location KIPDA proposes is a harrowing, dangerous trek. Most sensible bicyclists will not do it. We're going to bring up Karen Cartol, who walked to this location, to talk about some of the challenges of walking and some of the advantages of this location for walking and why she chose to walk here today.
I chose to walk here because I live in a neighborhood that I purposely chose to live in because it's walkable and bikeable, and there's plenty of good stuff close by my home. And I live in St. Matthews, which is where Shelbyville Road Plaza is. And I think it's pretty clear that you can easily evaluate any location for walkability and pedestrian friendliness and how easy it is to bike there and how much transit is accessible to a location. I mean, how can you live in a metropolitan area and be unaware of issues like that when your job is planning highways and other public infrastructure? So I enjoy a walkable environment.
I'd like to now introduce Bill Wright, a representative from the disability community. Bill?
Just talk away.
Okay.
Face that direction and go.
Okay. Hello, I'm Bill Wright. I'm a blind person who has lived in Louisville, Jefferson County since 1980. I use public transportation, and any organization that's planning transportation should be in a accessible location where I can attend the meetings if I wish to attend the meetings, and if I wish to comment on a proposal that KIPDA is planning for the future. You need to be able to get to a meeting so you can speak. If you cannot get to a location, you cannot participate at the meeting.
Thank you, Bill. All right. Sarah Linda, does speak.
How many minutes have we got already?
I think we're